to go up here. I have to get on to live chat. And I have to make it into Elijah Wong. All right, here we go. Larry Hughes, Scuba Steve, Scott Colehart, Sarah R, Jennifer Pew Pew Pew, Stanley S, Ezekiel Bradshaw, Sons of Wayne, Ron Sheps, Chase Perry, Pops on the Tube, The King, Lindsay Kyle, Chad Smith, Mrs. CB, Mike Manning, Poison Sumac, or Poison Some C. There is much debate in my household about how I should pronounce that. Tuckwork Studio, Anaxanamun, Jeff Bull, Chase Perry, Ross Riker, John Sheffield, Craig Watkins, Adam Durbin, Realms, What Will Be Your Nightmare, Aqua Cave Creations, Line Cook Thor, Jamie Thaxton, longest name on YouTube, Michael Frey, I haven't seen you in a while. Give that person a fist bump. And then, all right, we did it. We caught up.
Oh my.
Here we are. And Ike Camacho, you slid in under the radar. So today is St. Patrick's Day, which, do you have any idea why we have St. Patrick's Day?
In America?
Because we don't really celebrate St. Patrick.
Yeah.
We celebrate Ireland on St. Patrick's Day.
Today is amateur drinking day.
Well, yes, but how did it become all about Ireland as opposed to St. Patrick? And why is it celebrated?
Some kind of Irish immigrant thing.
Okay, I guess I'll take that.
P. Carino says hi, finally on live.
You have not missed YouTube Wednesday. YouTube Wednesday has not published yet. As soon as we are done with this video here, I might bail a little early. I have to do an audio track to do a voiceover for the track. It is a 36-minute long video. So it is a honkin' monster of a video on making a side of beef, which is it's a good thing. I mean, I think the video is going to be really well received, but I have not put it out yet.
June Ritchie says hello everyone. Lindsay Kyle says hi to Rue. Adam Durbin says St. Patrick brought Christianity to Ireland and got rid of all the pagans. Not a fan, as Irish as I am.
Well,
of course, hi Stacey and Rue.
Yes, St. Patrick himself was a very interesting fellow. So, there you go.
Andrew Rogers says hi, creepers. Lindsay Kyle says hi, Stacey. I'm not on camera. Yeah, yes, maybe. No.
None for you.
Sarah R says I love long videos.
You do?
Big Monkey Fez says it's an excuse people use to drink in the U.S., much like Cinco de Mayo.
Okay. Yeah, I would just I've never really thought about why it's celebrated.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't know it.
How curious are you? I have the Google too.
Well, if one of them looks it up, you got other stuff
I
to
got
monitor.
one too.
Yeah, you have things to monitor.
Ron Ships says hi, Stacey and Rude. We also have Stan here tonight.
Stan is here, as well as Cash, who is Rue's child. There we go. If I walk this way.
Scott Colehart tonight.
If I walk this way, you can see Stacy. Tucks back there. Here you go. Let's do this.
Hiding. Got my green on.
Now you can see Stacy. I too am excited for sculpting.
Yes.
And now you have a wife.
Hello. Ron Ships, nice Stacey and Rude. Scott Colehart says like, share, and subscribe. John C says hello all.
Okay.
Realm says, Alan, I have a question. I want to send you my pig mask. Would you be okay with it?
Sure. You want me to paint it or something? Hey, Camacho says, Shannon!
Jennifer Pugh says, hello, Shaw Monkeys. Beth Williams says, hello, everyone. Chad Smith says, I'm excited for some sculpting. Jennifer Pugh says, show the child.
I put the child to work in true Alan fashion.
Gray Hawkins says, hi. Grace, my gut told me to check YouTube. I was right.
There you go.
Many hellos to Shannon.
That was the official great salute. I just gave the camera.
Yeah. Lindsay Kyle says, hi, Cash, Stan, and White.
Can you monitor what's on camera for me when and go to Pip now?
And you're pipped.
Well, I had some chicken skewers.
Line Cook Thor says, hi, Cash.
Did I sit in some plaster or something?
No, that's just your butt.
Okay.
Bruce said that Catch would not eat the chicken skewers.
No, he won't.
Well, they're for you then.
Right. Yes.
Realm says hi. And, it says that basket's for you to have and keep and do whatever you want to.
Oh, well, thank you. That's awesome.
Tanks asks, something I've wondered for a while, who wrote the theme for your videos? YouTube, right?
Hold on. Well, that is Lazy Boy Blues. I forget the name of the group who does it, but if you ask me in a written form that isn't here, that I'll like see later and remember, then we're good. Now I won't be able to see, so you have to monitor that.
I'm on it.
Yeah, work.
Poison Sumac says, I think we make a big deal over St. Patty's Day for the same reason we do Halloween. Instant history and a party.
All right.
The King says, love that dance move, Alan. Lindsay Kyle says, oh my.
I'm not used to seeing my butt on camera. I don't know how that works normally.
Aquacade Creation says, Alan finally caught a wee little leprechaun.
Did. His name is Cash. He's in the back.
Ron Shep
Well,
says,
yeah.
unicorn heads.
If only he came with money.
I'm going to talk about him and scream at him until he tells me where the gold is.
Gray Hawkins says, I'm not wearing green, Stacy. Ha 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 ha. You better get on it, or you're going to get such a pension when I get home.
Yeah, see, I didn't know it was pinching until we got to like middle school. Because in elementary school, one teacher started that it was slapping.
Oh, God.
So there were just kids running around
Damn.
slapping each other. Which, it was Maryland, so that's fun.
The King says, Alan, trust me, OnlyFans is calling you for those dances.
That's right.
Giggity.
Hey, Rue, can you bring that?
Please no.
The bowl over here is apparently for me. Could you bring me the bowl? It doesn't have any of the nuisance cards. Thank you.
I was eyeballing this bowl so hard.
Pick up one of those pitas. Pick up two of those pitas, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guys. I'm starving.
Ron Shep says, Unicorn Heads is who sings Lazy Boy Blues.
Thank you.
Scott Collard says, Alan, did you tell Rue the good news that the monster mold is making its way home?
Not yet. I'll believe it when I see it.
It's okay, it hasn't moved in months.
The King says, hey, Stacy, hey, Rue, hey, whoever is there, and Scott, hi. Gray Hawkins asked what y'all have for food.
Pita.
It is.
Delicious.
Greek.
Yeah, it's Greek. It's pita. It's like shawarma, I guess. It's shawarma-esque.
No.
John C. says, I don't
No.
remember if the cartoon mentioned it, but was Beastman Irish?
I don't know, but this shirt was green. I don't think he was Irish. No, he was not Irish.
Lindsay Kyle says, that looks yummy.
So, Masters of the Universe suffers from some of the guys who did the backstory. They weren't the most creative lot, and then I hate to say that, but you got names like Merman. Okay, well, whose name was Seaman at first, but they had to change it, obviously.
But they kept Fisto?
Well, yes, they did keep Fisto. So, all right, so funny story about Jitsu, who is a He-Man villain who came out opposite. Jitsu is Asian in features, and he has a giant gold karate chop hand. Legit, his first working name was Hand Job. Because they're like, he'll be a cool Asian villain, like Odd Job from James Bond,
But with the hand.
but he's got a big hand, so let's call him Hand Job. He does a job on people with his hands. And then they realize, well, that's not as good as it could be.
Ezekiel says, are you eating vegetables? You sell out.
It is, there's tomatoes and cucumber along with all of the, in the Greek stuff. It's not a bowl of vegetables. I allow tomatoes. And I like cucumber with the Greek stuff. It's good.
Chad Smith says, I imagine you were kind of happy to hear MHC was moved back, but not happy it moved to Wisconsin.
It is a little further away. But that's okay. We'll see more people. I don't know if I'll be able to vend there now. We'll figure that out.
Michelle Frost says, hello all.
Hello.
Cobweb says, they didn't keep semen. LOL.
They did not, actually.
Miss Jaderski says, howdy.
Hello.
Ike Camacho says hero beef.
It's delicious meats.
I think it's chicken.
Is it chicken?
Mhm.
Okay, it's chicken. Stacy says it's chicken.
Charismatic says semen and hand job. What a show. Greg Watkins says, Alan, give us your best Irish accent.
So, Irish is actually not a terribly hard accent to do. It's very soft, and you say everything like it's a question. You say everything around like it's a question, because it goes up at the end. It's a bit of a lilt. So that's. I didn't have anything to say, but there you go.
Gray Hawkins says, unpopular food opinions, tomatoes are gross. Big Dog Mass says, what's up with the glasses?
So, good question.
Does he wear his sunglasses at night? So he can.
This is a custom order, and this person wants to wear their glasses under the mask. So if I put glasses on the head for him, I know there's plenty of room.
Jordan Butt says, hello, Alan and crew.
Hey, Jordan.
Chad Smith says, I assume this is custom order since you're sculpting with glasses on? Yes.
Yeah. Jordan, you did a paint job on something. That was excellent. Was it UV reactive? Is that what it was? I forget.
Lanny Williams says, hey, Alan and everyone.
Hey, Lanny. Yeah, so Midwest Haunters Convention pushed back to, you know the dates?
The 25th of
June 25th, 26th, 27th. And then the Trans World is, of course, March like 6th, 7th, and 8th, something like that.
No, it's in June
May.
this year.
Trans World's in May.
Yeah.
Trans World's in May.
The 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th.
Right.
Chad Smith says, boom! Sarah R says, as a glasses wearer, I approve. Mrs. CB says, that is so cool. As a glasses wearing person, I love that idea.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be, it won't change the design too much, but I do have to get the head all framed out while the glasses are on to make sure I don't shave it down to where it's not good.
Joe Reese says, Alan, I want to thank you and your wife for being so nice and understanding when I ordered your airbrush paint and PayPal put the payment as pending. It took me all day to get it cleared.
Well, I wrote you an email full of cuss words, but Shannon wouldn't send it. So really, you should thank her.
Big
No,
Dog Mass.
it's no big deal. That stuff happens.
Big Dog Mass says, never would have thought of doing it that way. I'll remember that. Thanks for the tip.
Yeah, if you have a person with a big nose, then put a lump of clay on the nose and make the nose bigger to give yourself more nose room on the finished piece. Now, often what I'll do is I'll build up whatever I have to with monster clay. And then as I'm sculpting, if I go down through this clay and I hit monster clay, I know I've gone too far.
Thank you, Scott Goldhart, for both the Midwest Haunters Convention link and the Transworld links. Jordan Bunn says, yes, the UV reactive goblin sock mask. Thank you for the kind words.
Yeah, it looks great, man. A lot of good stuff going up on the Creepers page lately.
Jennifer Pugh says, yeah, great idea for the glasses. Skin and Bone says, hey, Creepers. The Weird Kid Show says, hello, all.
Hey, Dave. How's it going?
Good.
How's the man pops?
Done.
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
You still have mask stuff, or are you moving on to rabbits?
Hmm?
Do you have mask stuff still, or are you moving on to rabbits?
I can move on to rabbits.
Yeah, we need, of course, 3 on helmets, and then I'd start catching ears.
Gray Hawkins asks, can I ask a would you rather?
Sure.
Sean Regal says, evening Creepers. Jennifer Pugh says, man pops?
Okay, so once I said it, I was hoping, I hope nobody just caught that. And so a man pop is what we display silk costumes on at Trans World. If Stacy were at her post, I would ask her to switch to Ozma. Oh, you didn't cut it off to the right height.
Cut off the right height.
Yeah. So grab one of the others that is the right height, and
Figure out when.
there you go.
There you go. You're on.
You're not moving on to rabbit yet. So it looked like a man lollipop because the bottom of this goes into an umbrella stand, and then the stilt costume goes onto this. There's arms and stuff for it and all that. So yeah, that's a man. We call them man pops.
They look like man pops.
Realm says, Realm says, I have great news. I finished the first gargoyle and it looks so good. I put moss on it, but how can I sell them off so it doesn't fade or get gross? I gotta seal them.
Armor all. Armor all is meant to. Well, wait. The moss itself, the organic moss. Something like a heavy hairspray or a Placidit glossifier would work. You need like an industrial hairspray is what you need. Polyurethane, spray polyurethane would probably do it.
Greg Watkins says it looks like T2000 with a perm.
It does a little bit. I can see that. I ain't mad.
Rob O'Brien says, hello friends. Gray Hawkins says, would you rather get rid of your internet or get rid of heat or AC? Heat/AC.
Well, I mean, so there's some conditions that I would have to ask. Because the easy answer is say, well, I would just get rid of my internet and then get a different internet company. You know, replacing the internet would be cheaper than replacing the heating and air conditioning system. Ask me how I know. But I would probably say, you know what? I'd probably get rid of the internet.
Big Dog Master. So is it like a man bun?
If it's forever, then I would say internet.
Cat Swift says so many things can be said about that, but too many youngins watch right now. In regards to the man bun, I imagine.
Hooray!
Ezekiel says Judge's wig. Sons of Wayne says yes, Rue has a man bun. Lindsay Kyle says goodbye internet. Grace says no, you can't use the internet at all.
Yeah, I'd probably still go for that one. Yeah, you know, like at this point, it's like, oh no, don't throw me in the fryer pan. You know how much more rest I would get if there was no internet? Now, I would miss all of you guys terribly, but hopefully I would see you at trade shows and stuff that I learn about through the mail. But that's what it used to be like. Trans World, which is coming up, was this mythical place, you know, that was all about Halloween, and you needed credentials and passwords and stuff to get in. Like it wasn't near as open as it is now. So.
Grace says I said no internet because no school.
Yeah, that makes sense. I hate to tell you this, we had school before we had internet, so you would still be at school. You just couldn't Google the answers.
The weird picture says Ezekiel trying to give you diabetes for those Tim Tams. That's
what he does.
Zach Short says, hey.
Hey, Zach, good to see you on again. Give Zach a fist bump. From Beastman, who's a character who is way older than him.
Zach Short asks, am I late?
You're not that late. We started a little bit late, but I'm sculpting a leprechaun.
Scott Colhart says, Alan, do you need any female mannequins?
No, actually. Female mannequins are the easiest ones to get because more women buy clothes, I guess. I don't know why, but it's easier to get female mannequins. It's much harder to get good male mannequins.
The Weird Kid Show says the Tim Tams are so good.
They
Ezekiel
are
says, don't mention the Tim Tams. Ruben Stander annoyed at me. Listen, it's not their fault that I'm the one you like best.
They're not in the room. They're not in the room.
Cobwebs asked, did I miss the YouTube Wednesday video today?
You did not miss it. It hasn't posted yet. I should get it out before midnight. But after we're done with this video, I have to do a voiceover track on it still. So it'll come out on Wednesday, just not during the day. Wednesday.
John C. says, I'm on the internet enough for 3 people.
I believe you.
Internet enough for 3 people.
Yeah, you know what? So a lot of people complain about social media, and it's actually not that bad for me. Simply, I mean, it's going to sound weird, but I only see on Facebook stuff that I've tagged in, or if I make an effort to see it. I don't mindlessly scroll through Facebook. So I have to be tagged really to see something.
Cobweb says, gotcha. Phil Ellis says, Leprechaun or singer from the Who?
This is a Who.
Realm says, question, what do you do with the molds when you get the custom mask out of it?
So whenever someone approaches me for a custom mask, I say, okay, here's how this works. If you want this mask and it's only for you, it's going to be around $700. If I can use that mold and sell it to others, then it's going to be, closer to $400, depending upon what it is.
Cobweb says, Roger Daltrey? Lindsay Kyle says, it sounds like YouTube Wednesday is going to be epic.
It's a big project. It's a real big project.
Jennifer Pugh says, yeah, I was really bored at work today because there was no YouTube Wednesday. Just kidding. It was actually pretty busy.
Sorry.
John C says, I have no social media, only YouTube.
That's kind of nice.
Queer Pass says, service and hello from me. From Mario.
It's a Mario.
From Germany.
Okay.
The King says, hey Alan, I just finished my killer bear prop and I filmed a PVC prop build made a creepy witch body.
Sweet. Awesome. Yeah, King. Okay. Now we.
Jordan Ezel says, hi all.
Hey, Jordan.
Realm says, is it a dead pig for YouTube Wednesday?
Well, it could be. It's actually a side of beef, where I did a side of beef. And it's a big side of beef. So, but that same technique could be used to make a pig.
Their construction is exceedingly similar.
Yeah. It's amazing how many animals look alike if you cut their heads and feet off. Stacy, you shouldn't have laughed at
Why? There's a podcast I listen to called the Magnus Institute, and one of the stories that they tell in there is a guy who works in a slaughterhouse and gets lost, and in the process of that he realizes that he's in a different slaughterhouse, possibly in a different dimension, where they are slaughtering humans. And that was one of the things he remarks upon, is that once you cut the head and arms, legs off, that really the torso doesn't look much different than a pig.
No.
Cobweb says, you've been busy today. Oh, talking to the King. Baba Dawson says, hey, Alan and Stacey and everyone else. Dirty Sandy says, where's the beef? John C says, is the side of beef part of a keto diet?
Yes.
Grace says, Stacey's laugh is a laugh of experience. Listen, I haven't cut anybody's arms and legs off in ages.
Weeks.
Thank you, Scott Colehart, for sharing these Cookies Live Creepers group.
I was about.
Jordan Ezel says, Stacey is reading tonight? Yes. Yes, I am.
She is.
It is I.
If I do this, you could see her.
Why, hello.
She's behind this, kind of.
I'm lurking. Kenzarish says, hello, everyone. Cobweb says, Red Upton Sinclair's The Jungle. It'll make you sick.
I don't think it will.
I did read that in college. Ezekiel says, I wonder if Clay made it into Alan's dinner. Would he even know?
I've eaten so much clay, you have no idea.
Brown says, I wish I lived in Texas, then I can come help you and learn more stuff, not to be weird.
Come on.
Gray says, Stacey, I was gone for a week. Don't go killing people. Listen. Without my dearest, darling children to keep me in check, murderous rampages just may happen. Jennifer Pugh says, did you pick up any new subscribers today?
I don't know. I really don't know. I have no idea. I'd have to look. Leprechaun scary. Because he wants his to look like the one from the movie.
Oh, you moved it.
Moving for.
No. Alan,
Yep.
I had a question. Fan pause. Oh, do you have the umbrella stand for him yet?
I do.
Don't do your stuff. Ken Zarish, happy St. Patrick's Day. Josh Newman says hi.
Josh.
Carol Gordon says hello.
Ah.
Ross Richards says 26 more subscribers needed.
26. We're so close.
Chad Smith says, saw the pics of your office. Came out really cool. Looks great.
Thank you. I'm actually very happy with it.
Jordan Easel says, I have plans to purchase a life-size skeleton for a mummy prop.
Awesome.
The King says, hey Alan, I just finished my killer bear prop and I made a PVC witch lady body prop. And I'll be posting it on Sylvie Studios. And if you see that I can improve, let me know.
Okay.
Make
I'll be
sure
happy to.
when you post it, tag him.
Yeah, tag me, or else I might see it like 5 days from now. I will eventually see it. I will eventually comment. But it could be a while. Getting close to where I'm going to have to become a tool-using human.
So what was the brief on this guy?
So this is a leprechaun that has to be able to become a moving jaw mask, that has to be able to have their glasses worn under it, and it's for a haunted house outside character.
Rum says, did you hear that Hobby Lobby took away their 40% coupon away? I hate it so much.
Just the one that they do every week. I'm sure they'll do it on special occasions.
Jordan Easel says, who's familiar with the Disney Channel movie The Luck of the Irish?
I'm not familiar with that.
Joe Reese says, that looks a little like the cop from Highway to Hell.
Well, okay.
Oh, we got a stand.
What's up?
It's a stand.
What doing, Stan?
Laser stuff.
Helmet City?
Sculpting tools right now.
Okay.
Zach Short says, sorry, I gotta do some horror stuff. Bye.
Bye, Zach. So, we need to talk about all the stuff that we want, like how many pairs of sculpting tools for TW and all that. And the second set of sculpting tools. If there's a third set by then, who knows?
No.
If you left that right there on the floor, somebody would take care of it.
I'm down it, but I don't know what else is on it.
Cannibals.
I'm scared. Yeah. We need a list.
Also, I'll make you a list of the fur bits I need. Thank you, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Scott Colhart, for sharing our Patreon. Help support these shows. Join the Sylvie Studio Patreon. We do fun stuff there.
I also shot a thought of the day for that today, but I haven't had a chance to upload it. Because my phone has been busy, my computer's been busy with editing.
This is the way.
Boy, this guy's like, do it in hard mode. That's what he wants.
Yeah. John C says Michael did as well. We're going to keep on.
Yeah, I think they're like, your stimulus counts as 40% off. That's what they say. Okay, so my head has to be this wide. I'm just putting on lumps of clay that I'm gonna make sense in a bit.
Ken Zarish says earlier I watched Johnny Gruesome. Anyone seen it?
Johnny Gruesome. I don't remember it. I may have.
Hello, voice. Donald. Jordan Ezel says, I think mummies should always be as thin as possible. That effect just isn't possible with any average actor.
No, but you can do them as a Boon Raku puppet. That's my favorite way to do mummies is a Boon Raku puppet. The Texas version is, of course, a Bunkaroo puppet.
Chad Smith says, I watched a video of you sculpting a werewolf on your Alan Hobbs YouTube channel from 2013. It was a good sculpt. I really liked the design.
Hey, thanks. I still have that mold, and Rue is going to pour it up here soon.
Danny Flannery says, what's the project you're sculpting for tonight?
So this is going to be a leprechaun mask, because I have to make one. This is a custom order for someone. So I thought St. Patrick's Day was a good time to do it.
Jordan Ezel says, I thought the same thing. Cat Swift says, Joanne did away with paper a long time ago. Ads have several, but the app has new ones every day. Never pay full price for anything at Joanne's.
Yeah.
Legit.
I show pictures to the ladies at Joann's, and normally they just pull up coupons on their phone for me.
Mrs. CB says, what's that puppet you're talking about?
A Boon Raku puppet. You ever seen a puppet that is strapped to the actor, but it's like a couple of feet in front of the actor, and there's rods for the arms and stuff? It's a nice style of puppet. But it'll allow you to puppet. We have one at Dark Hour that's a skeleton in our catacombs area.
That was one of my favorite spots to break people
Yeah.
in the last season, because it's all of these catacombs, so you've got the same kind of skeleton hanging on the walls all the way around, like embedded in the walls. And this one looks just like all of the others, but this one has a trigger you can step on that triggers a strobe and a sound, and you come at them with the puppet. And, oh, it's great. Thank you, Scott Goldhart, for linking our Teespring merch. Jordan Ezel says, will you teach us how to turn skeleton into puppet?
I mean, maybe down the road. I mean, not today.
Says folks need to realize if you are nice and pleasant, we can give you many, many discounts. Mean folks get no extras. Mini power trip.
Well, people are very nice. I mean, all the ladies at Joann's are very nice.
Sons of Wayne says that painting that was posted on Facebook earlier today of the doggos was pretty awesome.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. That was wonderful.
Granny says, I missed y'all haunting. You always came home happy, usually somewhat injured, but happy.
That season is coming up faster than you think.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
So, the eyes in this really can't be the actor's eyes, because they're going to be behind glass, and that's going to look weird.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be like 1.5 inches back there. Normally, you can press the mask right up against the face. So, I think I'm going to sculpt this with taxidermy eyes in, and just do a lot of good, just do some good vision holes. That'll also help with keeping the glasses from fogging up.
Yeah. Paul Bennett says, hiya.
Hey, Paul Bennett.
Chad Smith says, I would love a VFX puppet, but I can't afford one. I want to try and build one, maybe a good winter project.
Yeah, they do good work.
Danette Burton says, finally, I missed the last live stream because I was watching the live stream I missed before. Now I'm all caught up. Danny
Sure.
Flannery, go ahead.
If you're caught up, that's impressive.
Danny Flannery says, do you plan on adding the Leprechaun link to your shop page?
Yeah, I will. This will go on the page. This was not requested to be the only one who ever had it, so.
Cat Swift says, Monday I had to rescue a couple young employees from truly awful customers. They talk to me a whole lot different than the kids. Maybe they realize they don't give a shite.
There's a fine art of not getting a shite.
It's true.
I like that we say shite because it's St. Patrick's Day.
That's right. Jordan Ezel says, I make mummy wrappings with bed sheet scraps covered in watered down acrylic paint.
That's a good way to do it.
Horror Beauty says, yay, Leprechaun. Just came back from dressing like one. And you looked amazing, Horror Beauty. Amazing.
I didn't see her.
Oh, I'll show you the picture. It was great. She looked amazing. Her beard was immaculate.
Okay, he has pointed ears, but they're not huge.
Quality control.
There you go.
Needs to be fired at Hampton Beach.
No.
That's pretty good.
That's awesome.
That was great. I loved it. Mr. CB says, Alan, with all you have to do at work, do you still get to scare during boss season?
Yes. You see, I'm also very good at shirking my own responsibilities off on other people. Like we have an actor, a director of actors, so they're directing actors and stuff while we're open. I have a front of house director, so someone is doing that while we're open, and then I go suit up and play because I don't care how much you pay me. If I can't play, then it's not worth it. I work too hard for that.
Who's our record director?
Amber?
Amber?
Oh, she's our casting director. I didn't know she
Yeah.
was our acting.
Yeah, director of actors.
Okay,
Same.
fair enough. Barbie says, thank you, it was fun. It will be better. It will be better next time. I spent a lot of fun downtown. It was fun.
That's awesome.
Jack269 says, have you heard of Trailer Park Boys?
I think I have.
Mrs. CB says, happy to hear that. Did you get to go play? Rylan Chow says, how hard is it to learn how to stilt walk?
It's like learning how to do anything. It depends on if you have any kind of a natural proclivity for it, or if you're like really starting from scratch. It's about the same as learning how to roller skate. If you can roller skate, then you can stilt walk, because the motions are actually very similar. Because the longer stilts make a longer stride length, just like the roller skates make a rolling stride length. You break it down and think about it that way, it's very simple.
Almatra Arts says, happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone.
Almatra R.
Ba, ba, ba. Jordan Easnell says, is my primary issue that I can't stay on topic half the time, or could it be my madcap ideas?
Yes.
It's the first one.
Christina McDaniel says, it always looks so easy when you're making things, and I try and it takes days. Thanks for all that you do.
So on this video that's going out tonight, I actually say, I did this body frame in an hour and a half. So it'll probably take you about 3 hours. Because that's the feedback that I get, is it takes people twice as long as whatever it is that I do. And I blame that on, I'm just very decisive.
Big Dog Mass says, oh, I guess you're trying to somebody else doing better.
I don't second guess myself. And yeah. A lot of people do that to themselves. Hey, Ru. We'll grab tools and start smoothing this out.
Sure.
Whilst I eat a bowl of Foodio.
Sure.
Stephen Haynes says, happy Clover Day, creepers.
Oh,
Sorry, I had to break past a weld. Their quality control is
they
terrible.
welded the screw on.
Yeah.
Nice. Get down there. Get the skull.
Arr!
You're leaving the room. You're bad at this.
What are your things with the stuff? You took like the chair.
Gray Hawkins asked, how long does it take for the average actor to transform on Hot Nights?
And you don't have to break over here anyway.
The maximum they have is an hour and a half.
The toolbox is over here.
How many
I'm
hands
just
do?
moving.
Ezekiel says, Franken Patty. Thank you, Scott Kohler, for leaving our Sylvie
Moving
Studio
amputated.
shop.
I'll need that.
Jordan Easdale says, this leprechaun should be in red, not Irish fairies wear green.
Jordan, you're wrong.
Pat Swift says, came in a bit late. Why did Alan use the sunglasses?
Because the person who is going to wear this actually wears glasses, and they want to wear it under their mask.
Lion Cook Thor says, hit the thumbs up, creepers.
Who's doing the smoothie?
Smoothie. Ricky. Jordan Easdale says, it's impressive how quickly the face took shape.
Some of this
I cheat.
Shoot.
Cat Switch says, thanks, makes perfect sense. Or Beauty says smoothie sounds good.
I could go for a smoothie.
Mm-hmm. You get your back support things at Home Depot?
Yep.
Jordan Ezo says, don't some leprechauns wear red?
No.
Are you thinking of red caps? They're not leprechauns? Ezekiel says, Rue gets all the good jobs.
That's wishful thinking.
Jordan Ezo says, I saw illustrations of some online.
Those artists were wrong.
June Ritchie says, I agree with Jordan. Ellen is swift and good. Thank you, Scott Colehart, for sharing the insurance link. The donut.
Donut.
Mm-hmm.
John C. says, what if some guy applied to Dark Hour and he said he doesn't need a mask or costume, only the arrival of midnight?
I probably would not hire him. Because we open at 7. So
That's a long time to work.
he would spend 5 hours useless until midnight comes.
Well, half the time we're not even open until midnight.
Yeah.
Right. Most of the time running around till midnight.
Ryan Demon says, good evening, everyone. Chad Smith says, I got my Kemper Tools W21 today. Can't wait to take this thing on a test drive. Lots of sculptors have /use this tool.
I love that. That's my favorite sculpting tool. A Camper W21.
Jennifer Pugh says, those in red weren't real leprechauns.
That's right.
Kansas Reach asks, Rue, how long did it take to get those size gauges in your ears?
Which time?
In general?
I don't know. I did it over years when I was a teenager, and then I joined the army and I let them all go down to pretty much nothing. And they did pretty much close. They were about regular, pierced earring hole size when I was in the army. And then when I got out of the army, I stretched them up in, I think, a month. Like, not even a month.
Jordan needs elsewhere. Maybe they're called red caps.
Red caps are different animals. And red caps are Scottish.
Ryan Demon asks, what are y'all eating tonight?
Food.
This is Mediterranean chicken. So it has tzatziki sauce, tomatoes, cucumber, and delicious chicken.
Mm-hmm. Mike Cherznowski says, hello, a little late.
Mike, I like your alligator people. Rue, what are you thinking about while you're doing it?
Just knocking down any high spots and evening everything out.
Just going for evenness?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Knock down any pointy high spots and anything that's a hole, like a full-blown divot hole, I fill back in generally.
Mike Cherznowski says, thanks, I appreciate it. Ryan Demon says, I'm glad to stay corned beef or I'd be hungry again.
That was my last thing.
Jennifer Pugh says, they're always after my Lucky Charms. Ezekiel says he's thinking about the Tim Tams I haven't sent him yet.
I'm gonna make another corn dog.
Okay, buddy.
What's he doing?
Making another corn dog.
Okay.
Jordan Ezel says, will this have red hair punched in?
No, I don't normally punch in hair because it doesn't work as well with latex masks. Punching is better for foam or silicone.
Jennifer Pugh says, I heard a child. Grace says, is that Ruth's child?
That is my child.
And Bruce Child.
That's cash.
Stephen Haynes says, when is Shannon selling her 5-star food available on the website?
August.
John C. says, corned beef, a bottle of beer. Cat Switch says, small person's voice? We'll bring him in here in a bit, guys.
He'll come say hi.
Was a wee child though.
Jordan Ezel says, Rue, is your son here?
He is. He is hanging out tonight.
Rubble Brand says, spawn of Rue.
Yep. Looks just like him. So. With glasses.
Hey, Rue, why does he have a Frankenstein forehead?
Because that's what you sculpted.
I know, I'm asking you why.
I don't know.
Think about it. Look at Stacy. It's gonna cheat off your paper.
I can't turn my head far enough to look at you, so.
Why might he have a Frankenstein forehead?
Because he's going to be a Frankenstein like
No.
leprechaun?
Mrs. CB says, "Hey, how
Hold the
about
hat on better.
a still beast cookbook?"
That'll glue to the inside of the hat.
That it's funny because that was my original guess too. And I was like, it's not really just to hold a hat on better, is it?
Ken Zarish asks, "What's his name?" Your kid.
Cash. My son's name is Cash.
Jordan Easel says he sounds sweet.
Ah.
Jennifer refuses. I'm expecting him to have a lot of tattoos.
You mean airbrush in 15 minutes?
Ryan Stevens says,
Sold.
Oh, Ryan Stevens, CB, Ray Mitchell, Jordan Easel, Danette Burton all guessed correctly for the hat.
Can you reach my
Ezekiel says going to show movies on his forehead.
Show me his name's for it.
Chad, this is troll style hair. Jennifer says everyone knew. Jordan Easel says, will it have a beard? Probably.
Probably.
Ken Zarisha's great name. Chad Swift says, swing and a miss. Riot Demon asks, named after Johnny Cash?
Partially.
That's because you're
Cash Marcus Andrew.
you know nothing. Yeah.
My father's name was Marcus. My name's Andrew. Andrew was a common or a what's the word I'm looking for? Traditional middle name in my ex-wife's family. So that's how that works.
Ezekiel, this is a 7 head, not a 4 head.
Rue, I'm done eating now, so I can give you a hand.
These are the jokes, people.
I helped.
I should see them coming though.
John C. says, if you had twins, Cash and Bill.
That's funny.
I think it would be cash and currency.
Ezekiel says, boom, best gag all year. Raymond says, give you a hand. That's the oldest joke in the book. Gray Hawkins says, comedy gold. Like Victor says, good one, Alan.
How come when Gray says that I feel I'm being mocked?
Jordan Easel says, what do you call an Irish stick? A shillelagh. Tank says, I thought he was going to clap. Lindsay Kyle laughing her butt off. Cat Swift says, I thought he was going to start clapping, but you knew to be some sort of joke. Zach Short says, I'm back.
Hello, Zach Shorts.
Welcome back.
I had a teacher in middle school. The physical education teacher was named Jim Shorts.
No.
Jim Shorts.
Oh,
that was
no.
his name.
No.
And he was a gym teacher. Oh,
I
yeah.
don't believe you.
Oh,
Chad
dude,
Smith
look
says,
it up. Look it up. It was awesome.
Went to school with a guy that was named John Short, and he was a super tall guy. So yeah.
I feel like just about every friend group has the really big tall guy whose nickname is Tiny.
Yes. My name is Skinny.
Right, Demon says, what a terrible name of mine. Ezekiel says, I worked with the Wayne King. True story. Jeanette Burton says, oh Lord. Bloody FX Makeup says, hey everyone, it's been a few live streams. Welcome back.
Hello, Bloody FX.
Looks like you made it.
All right, Rue. I'm going to send you back to Man Pop Land.
Yay.
Thanks.
on.
Appreciate your help.
Me.
You need a hand?
Thanks.
You need that for the Man Pop.
I know I need that for the man pop.
Dude.
But do you?
Just need a hand to hold. I'm so lonely. Lindsay Kyle says the voodoo child is learning the art of jokes. We've been getting all the uncle jokes lately.
Wait, there's uncle jokes?
Ezekiel says, back to the dungeons, Rue.
Is that a classification of joke that I'm unaware of? Uncle jokes?
Oh no. I believe you, Tank, but also I'm not going to read it. Rome says I leave for 5 minutes, I come back to this amazing thing. Splatterhouse Studios, this question. How would one mold an octopus tentacle all the way around? 2-part mold? Thanks in advance.
Yeah, 2-part mold. What do you want to pour it up in is the better question. Whenever you want to know what you want to, how you want to mold something, you have to know what is the end product going to be made out of. Because if you're going to say it's going to be made out of foam, then I will tell you something different.
Jordan Ezel says, let's not get carried away. A child's present. Saying that to myself. John C says, I do an April green and an autumn brown. I went to school on a summer day.
I went to school with a summer and autumn day. That were, they were sisters.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ezekiel says, we all someone's child, Jordan. Has this hand already been subject to puppy tender?
I had to get that puppy away from BORIS.
Yeah.
No.
Tank says, maybe I should have said Richard. He goes by the other name. Yeah, no, I imagine. My ex-husband's name was Richard, and boy, he did not like that nickname. Lindsay Kyle says the cheesy jokes like, where do cows go on Friday night? The movies. Those are uncle jokes. I think that's a dad joke.
Yeah, I would classify those as dad jokes.
Realm says, is this going to be on the site, or does the person want it only for them?
This will be on the site. But you don't forget, you still might not like it. Give it time.
We're not there yet.
Yeah.
Jordan Ezel, Scotch children.
I don't want all this pressure. Because that explains how I live my life.
Hey. Rude. And then, there you go. Chad Smith says, kids with names like that almost definitely have parents that smoke the wacky tobacco.
All right, so speaking of parents who smoke the wacky tobacco and odd names, the devil's lettuce, yeah.
The jazz cabbage.
So my last name is Hops, Hopps. That is my last name, and
I'm sure no one's picked that up by now, Alan.
my mother was going to name me Jack Rabbit Hops. I kid you not, that was her plan. And the best thing my dad ever did for me was said, hey, let's make it a junior.
Yeah.
So now I am Alan Wayne Hops Jr.
And not Jack Rabbit Hop.
My
Right.
former brother-in-law's last name was Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
He was born, actually, he was born on Easter. His name literally, got written out as Easter egg Hunt.
No.
Yep.
Wow. How many people has he murdered? What jail is he in?
It
Did you change his name?
did not go through.
So
They had a change of heart at last minute and decided to go with make him a junior
I've
also.
heard some stories where like the hospital says you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was very, very well. He was the one that's dad used to manage the Guess Who too, and
Nice.
yeah.
Mrs. CB says uncle jokes are like dad jokes, but a tiny bit naughty.
Tour with the Grateful Dead and such.
Gray says I watch these streams to accomplish in my own procrastination.
Let's see.
Bloody FX says no rush, but when do you plan on doing merch for the new February Siltbeast Patron? I know there was a post saying March.
Stacy,
Yeah.
get on it.
All right. I was just
There you
waiting for the go ahead to use the credit
I
card.
forgot. So yeah,
That's all right.
you're all good.
Ezekiel says like a fez now. Ooh, look.
It does look a bit that way.
Jordan Ezel says my mom wanted to name me Kyle. Realm says, I'm sorry, my mind is always thinking of ideas like an evil troll or a goblin. Rob O'Brien says, I kind of love Jackrabbit as a name.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a really weird name? 2 of them.
Tell me what your weird name might have been, Rue.
Well, Rue's not really my name, so you know this. But my dad wanted to either name me Bam Bam
Bam Bam.
or Yosemite Sam.
Nice.
And my dad couldn't say Yosemite, so it was Yosemite Sam.
Oh, no.
Yosemite Sam.
John says, my friend was a teacher who had a student named Female.
Famale.
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 Rob O'Brien says, I have several former students' names that are so inappropriate. Listen, subbing as well. I was like, am I being punked? Like, is this a joke? Like, I'm reading Roll, and,
Anybody ever hear the story of Orangelo and
Lamangelo? Yeah.
And I'm not very big, and I was named
2
Stanley
brothers.
Harvey. How fast do you think I had to learn how to fight?
Yeah.
Two brothers from an African American neighborhood that were Orangelo and Lamangelo.
Jordan Ezel says, I could have been...
Orange Jello and Lemon Jello.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jordan Ezel says, I could have been nicknamed Blob Lover. Ezekiel says, I'm going to call you that now, Vegemite Rue. Catfish says, my oldest middle name is an Eastern goddess, but shortly after her birth, a Ugandan wrestler showed up on TV with her name. So many people questioned us.
Kamala. Kamala, the Ugandan giant. That's my favorite pro wrestler.
Ezekiel says, Yosemite Rue, not Vegemite.
I think you could call him Vegemite Rue. I'm good for that too.
You're Australian autocorrect. Oh no. Edson Juice says, hello, gang. So he settled on Rudolph?
Hello, Edson.
Rudolph ain't my name, yo.
Rudolph.
Joe Reese says, if a 2-piece mold that has dried out and fixing to get its first form, how long will it take to get a good pull when you fill it with latex?
You mist it with water. You like spray it with water before you pour the latex in, and let the plaster be damp. And then, most cases, I dwell for about 2 hours. I want a good thickness.
Gray says, June Ritchie says, I met a nurse in New York who wanted to do something fun at his 50th birthday, so he officially changed his name to A. Fluffy Bunny. No joke. He was a phlebotomist.
Okay.
Gray says, everyone calls me Gary because the A and the R can be switched easily.
Nice.
It was only a big deal when she was a little bit younger. Our doctor's office had taken some X-rays of her because they were concerned she wasn't growing fast enough. And for a boy, her growth plates were not where they ought to have been, and they were very concerned. But for a girl, she was fine. And they were like, "No, we're very concerned. Gary is not growing like he ought to be."
Mentally, I'm still concerned that Gray isn't growing the way she ought.
Very, very concerned.
Jordan Ezel says, "Can I call you Captain Blob Lover?" Cat Swift says, "Yes, Kamala, but pronounced the correct way, not the current way."
I don't know the other way.
Honestly.
I know that the way that the little guy with the mustache said it on wrestling. He was my favorite single wrestler, and then there was Demolition, because they look scary. I like them. I never watched wrestling.
You liked it more than the Legion of Doom.
Yeah. Like,
Wait. I thought they were the Legion of Doom. Wait, Axe and Smash of Demolition. Oh, their name were Axe and Smash. Like, those are great names.
still Hawk and Animal of Legion of Doom.
Aren't they the same, though? Like, they look
No.
really close?
No.
Ellis Fire says, I actually printed school pictures back at my old job. Angelo.
80s wrestling, I'm getting to that.
Ezekiel says Vegemite / Greasy. We got a theme going on here.
That's right.
Mike Oliver says, this Leprechaun question mask
Yes.
has some real ancient Greek theater mask energy.
Well, it had to be built up really big. These are all going to be blended out. You put your I put my features on pretty heavy, and then I blend them in.
Realms asks, are you going to sculpt the hat on it?
No, I'm not. I don't like doing that because it's
Hollywood Hogan.
it's not good. I don't like to do that.
And Biker.
And I don't like to do that because if I sculpt the hat, then it's that way forever, you know. Even with this on here, I could cut this off and patch that in easy. And I'm not making a bunch of latex, and I don't like a latex hat. The hat will look better if it's a real hat.
Missy Jazerski says, at work I've seen birth certificates where the first name was Catfish on one and another was Sweeper.
Nice.
Cassandra McLam says, Louis McLam's wife is watching. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day!
Jake Juno Kozlowski says, hey, happy St. Patrick's Day. How's everyone doing?
I think we're doing all right.
Gray Hawkins says, I knew he was going to say that. Stacey, why'd you tell that story? I just had to. I was obliged. Splatterhouse Studios says, Mean Gene Okerlund.
That's the guy, the little guy with the mustache. That was him.
Realm says, oh, okay, I was just wondering because the flat thing on the head.
Yeah, that'll be an internal structure, and when you put a hat on, it'll stay on, and you can glue or put Velcro here and then Velcro inside the hat, and you don't have to worry about your hat flying off.
And that whole top can be open. You can vent it.
I am going to vent
Yes.
to keep the glasses from fogging up.
Alex Castle says, great job. Happy St. Patty's.
Thanks, homie.
Jordan Easel says, will this hat be a derby, a tricorn with a frock coat, or a fedora?
None of those.
You don't think a derby?
No. Because derbies are round. This will be like short top hat is what they normally wear.
Yeah. I guess I haven't seen Leprechaun in a million years.
I know it has a name. It's like a Quaker hat or something like that.
Oh, what is the short top? I'm the hat guy, actually.
I know, you should know.
A little fedora is a trilby.
Yeah. Well, it could be a short brimmed fedora, a long brimmed fedora, trilby.
Great,
All
that
kind
I'm
of
going to school
blend
now.
together.
Bye. Rob O'Brien says pot pie? Or a pork pie?
Pork pie hat's a little different.
Yeah, pork pie is different. I wear pork pie a lot.
Alex Castle says more of a short top hat with a buckle like a Quaker hat. Alex Castle says, yes, Quaker hat.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yes.
John C says they're finding out that many Irish people are from France.
Okay.
Have you seen the
Cool.
red one, the red plaid one? I wear?
Ezekiel says, what does Cash think of all these monsters and creations?
If he gets off his phone, I'll ask him.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Ceiling's higher right here.
Actually, we might have you scrape this all out for a second.
Right, it says short crown top hat according to a hat store.
Okay, yeah, short crown top hat. I can buy that. That might be a good way to describe it. See how I'm now raking it all out, blend these forms together better?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good thing to do.
Filling those corners.
Andrew Zach says, Alan, your
Filling
cemetery
valleys,
statues,
scraping highs.
Alan, what?
your cemetery statues you make, would liquid nail work on the fabric?
Absolutely.
Jordan Easel says, will the mouth move?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, just blending this to be a homogeneous surface. Okay?
Yay, homogeneous.
Speaking
Oh,
of white, there next.
Homogeneous.
Oh, I should grab ice ball in there.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Chaz, Mrs. Allen, are you looking forward to Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Yes, starts this week. Friday.
I'm looking forward to the Justice League
The Snyder Cut?
director Snyder Cut. Yeah. I want to see that.
Jordan asked again when he comes back in regards to the mouth.
Anybody have any questions for me? Now's a good time.
Ryland Chow says, why the glasses? Because the brief for this order requested that they be able to wear their glasses underneath it. So we're sculpting it with glasses on.
I wear glasses, so sculpt it with glasses. Right. Makes sense.
Oh no, did we lose captions?
Maybe.
I think we may have. Nope, just kidding. There they are. We just weren't being loud enough.
Yeah, I had a hard time listening to you after listening to Alan too. So.
Yeah. Alan is louder, generally speaking. Big Dog Mass says off to bed, night all, be safe all, going to wake up to snow. Yay.
Yeah, big dog.
Good night.
I don't think I'd be happy to wake up to snow anymore. I think that's over with for this year.
Or you like to
That's
see.
peace.
Well, good. Cat Smith says, Rue, did Cash join you tonight to make sure he gets home earlier than on Monday?
No.
Alex Cass says, projection. Listen. I'll project you. Jennifer Hughes says, where is 1980 been? Is there going to be a shrimp in its mouth? I don't know. 1980 has been on and off periodically.
No, I got home Monday night and Cash was wide awake watching TV with my roommate. Grumble, grumble, grumble.
Probably not going to be a shrimp in his mouth, though. Lindsay Kyle asks, Rue, how long did you serve in the Army?
10 years. Just shy. Just shy. I am medically retired.
Louis McLam says, hello all. Yes, I am late. That's all right. We're glad you're here. Hey, swing your camera around a little bit. Your head's
Which one?
that
This one?
just because your head is right in the way.
Sorry, I was leaning.
That's all right.
Talk to the baby.
Misty Jazerski says, gonna call it a night. I've had an all-day headache. Be safe all. Sorry about that, Misty. Good night.
That's terrible. Good night, Misty. Thanks for joining us.
Cat Swift says, and Rue, probably not said enough. Thank you for your service, sir.
I can never hear that enough and never appreciate people that appreciate it.
We're probably going to have a little bit of an earlier night tonight, guys, because Alan is still going to be editing YouTube Wednesday and recording the voiceover for that to get it up tonight before midnight, hopefully. Lindsay Kyle says, that's awesome, Rue. Thank you.
I had some good and some bad years doing it.
You came out the other side okay, more
Yeah.
or less.
Retired at 40 years old, so hey, there's that.
Yeah.
Get to do this. Allows me to do this. Fortunately, doesn't allow me to do this without backwards on.
These are the struggles.
Yeah.
Riot Demon says, Rue, is it weird when people thank you for your service? I've heard some veterans don't know what to say in return, so someone suggested saying thanks for your support.
That's pretty much what I say. I don't know, it's a little weird, but it's not terrible either. It's good to be appreciated and feel like you've been appreciated for something you've done when a lot of people are not as. It's not like I had a lot of say in the things I had to do while I was doing it. Your boss tells you to do something, you kind of just do it.
As is the way.
Mm-hmm.
It's working out well for here. John C says, Stacey, what artificial plants or flowers are you looking for, if any?
All of them.
All of them. My wall of artificial flowers at the house is getting kind of ridiculous. And we're on the Ozbot.
Don't trust me. There's an Ozbot behind me.
That's good. Be right back, okay, little buddy.
Nope. Now he's gonna
Now he's-
freak. Gonna stare at the ceiling.
Lindsay Kyle says it's weird being thanked as the spouse. It's nice, but yeah.
What's weird?
Being thanked for a spouse's military service.
I don't know if I'd say that's weird.
I mean, I imagine if you are the spouse, then it's awkward. You're like, I didn't do anything. I just married the guy. And...
Yeah, but I bet you put up with a lot of crap.
Oh, sure, and you got to deal with base BS if you're living on base.
Being
So,
gone. It's
my
when they
wife-
start taking credit for their spouse's stuff that it only bothers me.
My wife has a thing where every now and then someone will say, you know, do you like being a haunt widow? Because a haunt widow is
Yeah.
when when one spouse is at the haunted house all the time, the other one is a haunt widow because they're not home. So, and she doesn't like that.
Realm says, how much?
She's not. She works with me.
Yeah. Realm says, how would I mold the sculpt of a body if I want to make it a fun?
Then you want to make a rigid mold because you are pouring it up out of something flexible. I would probably go with a fiberglass or epoxy or resin mold.
Hello, gorgeous. Yes, please. John C says, Stacy, name something. I'll get it for you. You are a darling, but I am not terribly in need. Cat Swip says, to get real serious, I grew up in the 60s and 70s and blamed the personnel rather than the politicians for our war. I will spend the rest of my life trying to make up for those actions and do whatever to be thankful for what you have done for us.
You know what? It's you listen to what you're being fed at the time, you know, and that was what the media was feeding, you know, that was the popular pulse of the time. There's a lot of things going on right now like that it's not, you would not have those thoughts on your own, but you're having them because that's what's in the media.
Horror Beauty says, hi, Shannon. John C says Shannon is an awesome partner. True facts.
She is indeed.
Ezekiel says, the refreshment lady is here. Hi, Shannon.
I won the white lottery.
Lindsay Kyle says, Michael's last deployment was a surprise. We found it on Monday.
Yeah.
Surprise!
That stuff is rough.
Realm
Yeah.
says, is it more expensive to do it out of fiberglass?
Fiberglass is the cheapest of those options.
Scott Colhart says, hello, Shannon. Hello.
It'll be lovely, it'll work great, and you'll hate it.
That's
Oh.
about right talking about fiberglass.
Lindsay Kyle says, I
Awesome.
found out on a Monday that he was leaving that coming Thursday.
Yeah,
That's so exciting.
it happens. And it's terrible.
Yeah, pip him.
And we're picked.
Pip him up.
Paul Bennett says, I'm doing airbrushing with a cup, but it's blowing air, not paint.
That means you are clogged. What type of airbrush are you using, Paul Bennett?
Realm says, why? In regards to fiberglass.
Because it smells bad, it's itchy, and it's sticky. And it'll ruin your Doritos if you have them near it. One time I left a big bag of Doritos open
Oh, no.
next to a fiberglass mold I had just made.
Oh, no.
I went to go in the next day and eat the Doritos, and they tasted like fiberglass.
Oh,
Because the
choices.
fumes had seeped into the ever so astringent corn chips.
Susie
Terrible.
Gardner says, hi, sorry I'm late. Hi, Mom.
It was hard to eat the whole bag.
Wait,
It's hard.
Yeah.
Had to put effort into that one.
Are you giving your mom a fist bump?
no.
Go ahead and give your mom a fist bump.
All right, Mom, here's your business. Paul Bennett says, the paint is not flowing to push paint out.
Okay?
Deluxe airbrush kit.
Harbor Freight.
Yes. So, try just shooting water. See if it'll shoot water. Test water in your airbrush.
Realm says, what kind of fiberglass do I use?
There is one kind of fiberglass.
Fiberglass.
Yes. You can buy it at Home Depot. You can buy it at specialty fiberglass places. You can buy it at West Marine.
And it's all terrible.
Susie Gardner says, oh, thank you. Mom, I was telling him about our stage and rejected names as well.
I think the rejected name should come back into play.
Paul Bennett says it's not clogged.
Then your paint is too thick, or your straw is not attached to your bottle. Maybe your paint is too thick, or the straw is not connected on the inside of the bottle. I saw someone take their whole airbrush apart like 5 times, and the straw had fallen off inside the bottle, so it wasn't sucking paint.
That sounds like something I do.
Mom says they need stage name suggestions.
G-spot.
The G place. Just like shoot just off the G place.
Yeah. Horror Beauty says try cleaning out. You have to clean your paint. Oh God, John says what's the best tasting fiberglass, just in case.
I like the kind from Home Depot. Has a hearty, robust flavor.
Realm says okay. I didn't know if I needed a special kind. And any tips?
Use matte. You'll be tempted to use fiberglass cloth because it looks like you can get it flatter and smoother, but it's going to trap more air. Use fiberglass matte.
And baby powder. Baby powder your arms.
Yes.
A lot. Like a lot.
I'll jump back on there.
Cat Swift says do your blue earplugs match a blue scrunchie on your man bun?
Cat? No man bun. Ponytail.
Or-
I actually even have all my hair in it this time.
I don't think you'll ever see Rue in here with the man bun again.
You'll never see me in here with a man bun, period.
He
I have a
such
ponytail right
rating
now.
Last time.
Horror Beauty says wrong place to ask that question. To be clear, my mom is not asking for a stage name for her.
Right. Way to ruin our fun.
She is asking for a name for the stage they just built in our big barn at my parents' place where the band is going to play.
We never did point out man.
Yeah, alright. We're back on the Ozbot. Show them the man
I
pop.
actually built man bun.
Jennifer Pugh says we're going to hit the sack. Catch the replay tomorrow. Good night, all. Don't keep that kiddo up too late.
I will.
Good night,
He's
Jennifer.
on spring break. No, too late. It's fine.
Paul Bennett says it's a new gun.
Just means I get to sleep in tomorrow.
Paul Bennett says it's a new gun he's working with.
Yes, that doesn't mean that he didn't clog it immediately. Sometimes that happens, especially if you're using thick paint.
Lisa Rent says good evening.
Hello, Lisa Arendt.
Realm says okay, thanks. And can I use Loctite foam?
Wait.
What?
You could if you do a latex skin, but you have to do a latex skin. I guess Ozbot me.
Scrub that butt.
What, Stacey?
He was getting the dirt off of the man bot.
That was really awkward out of context. And you're doing DJ moves too. Like,
Yeah. Scott Colhart, thank you for the Home Depot link for the Bondo fiberglass stuff.
hey, thanks, Scott.
Realm says, so what kind of foam do I need?
Well, I thought you were talking about a soft, flexible foam like Flex Foam at 5 or something like that. Boy, there's no good way to do that.
Stick eyeballs in.
My
Well, he has to look through.
You kill me.
What? He has to see, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put fake eyes in it. so that he can look underneath.
Ross Richards says, scrubby, manly body.
Yep.
Realm says, okay, that's what I want, but I was just wondering if I could use spray foam.
No, because spray foam is a rigid. Well, then you're putting a rigid material into a rigid mold. If you want to make something that is flexible, you use a rigid mold. If you want to make something that is rigid, use a flexible mold, like silicone or latex.
Kenzarish asked, Alan, what's the mannequin for?
Displaying costumes of Trans World. We are working on our Trans World prep.
Hand down.
Hey, Cat, can you give me a hand?
Thank you, Scott Cole. For the
Cat.
It was very.
continuing Bondo fiberglass lid. Custom Corpses says, good evening, guys.
Hey, custom corpses.
Kenzarish says, oh, cool.
Hey, I joked once.
It was tragic. 6 people died.
Yeah, funny.
These are the jokes. Splatterhouse Studios says, just joined your Patreon and bought some merch off your cheese spring link. Really appreciate the sharing of knowledge. Thank
Hey,
you, Splatterhouse Studios.
I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I saw that you, that was like yesterday, wasn't it? At some point in time?
I believe so.
I will say that I've reported one of my better begging for money commercials for Patreon.
To be clear, you're not
I
begging
really
for
dressed
money.
up like a hobo and got on a corner and was like, hey, listen,
You are providing stuff in exchange for said money.
I'm probably going to buy beer, but I'd like some dollars.
Splatterhouse Studios says, yes, sir. Cameron Steinblock says, it's amazing to see how much you've grown since I started watching you.
When did you start watching me? I've been doing this 12 years. Yeah, I've been on YouTube 12 years.
My gosh. This is a long time.
Yeah.
That's as long as 29 been married. We're not
Yeah.
together.
If I want him to have any kind of vision, this is difficult.
Yeah. Thank you, Sky Kohler, for our Teespring link. Cameron Steinblock says, I started watching you only about 2 years ago, but I've learned so much.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that you feel you've learned. Even if it's just a minute.
Oh, that's what
Okay. So.
To the gardeners, it's bedtime. Y'all have a good evening.
Good night, Susie.
Night, Mom. Never met you, but I think
Daisy,
you call
is
you
your
Mom.
dad like a fun guy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why?
That means I won't show up in a Bigfoot costume to scare your mom.
You just have to let him know first.
Okay.
I think he'd be down. He'd get you a good blind out in the woods there. Custom Corpse says, can you...
Hopefully not shoot you.
Yeah,
first.
hopefully not shoot you first. Custom Corpse says, can you explain a little how Patreon works? Thinking about using it as well?
Stacy?
Okay, well, how Patreon works. If you're looking at starting a Patreon as an artist, what you need to do is go through and well, how we did it was went through and looked at other artists who were doing similar things to what we're doing, and looking at what they were offering in terms of rewards for Patreon patrons, and and just taking a look at what was going to be reasonable for us to achieve without too much additional stress on Alan. And
I want to live.
yeah, and what would be worthwhile for people without infringing on the area of stuff that he already does for free. A lot of stuff that Alan does for free currently is stuff that people charge for on their Patreons. Quite a bit of money, in fact. So finding a balance of stuff that was going to be helpful and useful for people who might be interested in supporting us in this way, that wouldn't be too much of a drag on Alan. And then setting up tiers that kind of reflected that to give people a good range of ways they can contribute that they would want to, that would feel like they were getting a good value for supporting us, but wouldn't be overwhelming. Celeste Kitty says meow.
Hello, Celeste Kitty.
Chad Smith says, could you do multiple eye bags and after casting cut out the valleys?
Yeah, but that wouldn't give you very good vision if they're an inch away from your face. That's the problem. That is the problem that I feel I'm running into.
Cat Swift says, one of my guys is a pay-per video, whatever amount per video you want, and a maximum per month.
And I will tell you guys who are thinking of it, you will not build a following on Patreon. No one searches Patreon and says, who can I give money to? You build a following, and then you take some of them to Patreon with you. That is how I have heard it explained quite a bit. Does that seem reasonable?
That's fair.
Yeah.
Because in your case, you had already built a successful YouTube channel.
And I will say, I have 55,000 YouTube subscribers. I have 55,000 YouTube subscribers on the Still Peace Studios channel. And I have 104 patrons on Patreon.
106?
Oh, I have 106 patrons on Patreon. So it's not it's not like everybody who subscribes to you on YouTube is going to jump right on the Patreon. First of all, it's you can't expect them to, but also it's just watching a free YouTube video that may be helpful to them is one thing. I am lucky that I've had a long, ongoing series of helpful videos, and there are some people out there who want to help and support what I do.
Cat Swift says, another does various amounts of different perks, kind of what everyone does. Another does it strictly on whatever you want to give per month, and he does classes and bids for Patreon only.
Yeah, I actually have to schedule a Patreon only. I got a Phoenix to build.
Yeah. Larry Hughes says, Alan, is MHC in Wisconsin this year?
Yes, it's in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Milwaukee.
And it is at the end of June. Is that right?
Yeah.
Endish of June-ish?
Endish of June-ish. Cat Swift says, Alan has an excellent point. You need to have a product that people want to support and perhaps get some perks. Ike Camacho says, support Still Peace Studios. Thank you, Ike Camacho.
And I'm not overrunning people with rewards because I also am of the mind that, to me, it's not a way to sell stuff. It's a way to, people want to support, and that allows me to do bigger and better things for the YouTube videos and whatnot.
Custom Corpses says, thanks you guys. And yes, Alan, I think I'll stick with building my YouTube channel first. Thank you everyone for your input.
Build it up.
John C says, I don't have a credit card though. I can use for Patreon.
That happens.
You
And
might.
that's another thing.
I was to say, you might be able to support
Of my 55,000 people,
PayPal.
maybe 3,000 to 5,000 of them don't have credit cards. So they're not going to be able to support on Patreon.
Chad Smith says, how about just an opening for the eye after casting and putting the screen and paint eyes on the screen?
For the way he's going to use this mask, I don't think that'll work. With the Cyclops, you have a lot of wow features anyway, and then it's kind of a bonus looking eye. But even then, only the white part is screened.
Scott Colhart, thank you for the Midwest Conference Convention info. That is June 4th through 6th. Actually, It is not June 4th through 6th anymore. It's the end of June. It's like the 25th.
Yeah, it's June 25th, 6th, and 7th, I think. Or 26th, 7th, and 8th, one of those.
Paul Bennett says, got the airbrush working, but too much water come out, so not mixed right. The paint have to do the 1/3 formula again.
Okay.
Tank says, well, Damascus inspired me to have a bowl of Lucky Charms and go to bed. Later, all. Chad Smith to Stacey, great Wayne's World reference. You're welcome.
What's the Wayne's World reference?
I don't even remember what I said, but.
Okay. Did you go Delaware?
Oh, Milwaukee.
Oh.
As a Stacy, that movie did me dirty.
Why did it? Oh.
Because Wayne's ex-girlfriend is Stacy. So I got a lot of Psycho Hose Beast. It's cool.
And yet, was it inaccurate?
No, it was not, but still.
Okay. I see something that is wrong, and that will greatly help. Right now, I'm facing the wrong direction to look at my reference, so there.
Cat Swift says you can do it without a credit card. You can use a debit card through a PayPal account. Scott Colart, check their Facebook. They literally just made that announcement today, so they may not have updated their website yet.
It's also on Transworld's Facebook.
Carol Warden asks, how old is Rue?
Rue, how old are you?
40. Why?
I was about to say, yeah, I think.
Carol Warden asked.
Oh.
Rodney Pope says, love that sculpt.
You do? Thanks. I'm beginning to question your judgment, Rodney. Right now, it's a feisty turnip.
Sean Riegel said, yeah, website is way off. Multiple pages show different dates, including the May date somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Chad Smith says, I'm out of ideas for vision. I look forward to the problem solving.
Yeah, that's what you do. That's you. So what I'm doing is I'm not working on the vision problem right now. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do for vision, but I'm going to work on other things right now that are going to, at least I have that problem solved, and then I can circle around back to the vision. And maybe something that I do structurally over here with the eyes and fixing this is gonna help.
I know.
Okay.
Next level.
Michelle Frost says, I figured that I learned so much from this channel, the least I could do is join Patreon and give them enough cash each month to buy a coffee or a Coke or whatever. This was my first sub on Patreon.
That's so awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
It is nice because, you know, like the amounts that we have for support, like all of them help. Like even the $3 a month one, you know, that's enough to help us right now just with our $3 a month contributing patrons. Like that keeps us in Coke Zero.
Right. Well, yeah. Well, the shop. And you know, I would not be as successful even having someone read comments. I couldn't get much work done if I had to read the comments myself. You know.
Which you can see on the night that you go live when you don't have anybody else.
Yeah. I'm pretty quiet.
Good night, Paul Bennett.
Good night, Paul.
Good night, Paul. Good luck with your airbrush, sir.
Cat Swift says, that is why many of us use Patreon. We could never pay for classes for all the info Alan gives us. Our small way to sort of give back to his kindness.
Well, that's very kind of you all.
Rodney Pope says, I've learned more from Alan than anyone else on the internet site to date.
Big internet.
The internet site.
Take that, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Listen, he's not giving one-on-one astrophysics lessons like on the daily.
She's not.
She's not. Ike Camacho says, well said, Cat.
You all know I like Coke Zero.
Field Walker Mass says, hello from Scotland.
Hello, Scotland.
It was really cool to see. I know I made that screenshot, but that guy, he's not on the live channel generally. He isn't only watching because he's a friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
He discovered you totally on his own on the internet, and then messaged me one day and was like, "Did I just see you making antlers on the Stony Studios?" I was like, "Yeah, that's my job now." He was very excited.
It's much exciting.
Janet Burton says, well, then I'm on point. I have an entire first floor filled with the projects I've been circling back to for months now.
Well, you finished one, okay? Don't let me doing that. I mean, I'm all on the same project. I'm just tackling a different aspect of it.
9:14 already. I should probably bring the Leprechaun out here to pedal up.
Hey, Cash!
He can't hear you. He has headphones in.
Headphones. If I was near me, I'd put on headphones too.
M. Collins 1881 says, good to find you guys on the live stream. I watched yours almost every time last summer. It really helped me get through some tough times.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that.
M. Collins, you get a fist bump.
Hooray. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, you want to come say hi to the internet?
Dennis Burton says, oh shoot, Alan busted me.
Just saying. I get grandparent advice. It's simple, and you knew it already. You just needed somebody to say it to you.
Celeste Kitty says, any sculpting tools up for sale this weekend?
New sculpting tools. I don't know if they'll be on this weekend or not. I'll have to check with my webmaster.
All right, we're on the Ozbot.
You okay? Poke you right in the eye.
Oh, can I hit him?
All right, see the monitor here? There you go.
Turn around. There's the camera right there. Say hi. This is Cash. This is my son.
That was a rockin' Forrest Gump wave you just did.
Dennis
Get a
Burton
hug.
says, I know. Thumbs up.
He's being shy.
Lincoln Door says, hi, Cash. How old are you, Cash?
11.
11.
When I was 11, I was already 6'2".
Yeah.
Shannon Hops says, your webmaster is ready whenever you are.
Oh! Sick burn, yo. Okay.
Cat Swift says, hi, Cash. Great shirt. Sarah R says, hi, Cash. Celeste Kitty says, hi, Cash. Janet Burton says, oh, hello, Cash.
That Cash kid knows how to dress.
Yeah, he does.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
We're Twinkies. We're Twinkies. Come here. There we go. Twinkies. Happy St. Patrick's
Barely
Day.
tell them apart.
Yeah, barely.
Ezekiel Bradshaw says, Cash is a mini Roo, a Joey.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Joey.
John
That is a
Steve
Joey.
says, hello, Cash.
Yeah, look at all the friends you're making.
The dog's just.
You didn't want to come say hi.
Why did they stop?
Mm-hmm.
I Camacho says, Alan, when you're done sculpting this, do you plaster it on the same board it's on?
I lay it on a flat table.
Okay, go back here.
So kind of.
Connie Pierce says, what a great looking kiddo.
That's enough. Back in the note
Thank you.
closet.
Good night.
Good night, Rodney.
Lock him under the stairs.
Lindsay Kyle says, daughter says, hi, Cash.
Okay, now I'm trying to get back to my work. You know, for making
Your
an
dog will not let you.
Don't say no.
Rob O'Brien says, good to see a new face.
We think so.
Yeah, no tail rolling overs.
Oh.
You undressing Frankenstein?
No.
Ezekiel says, you're famous in the future in Australia, Cash.
Yeah. Stop while I'm behind.
Yeah. Just let it go. We'll fix it this weekend. It's fine.
Fix it in post.
Yeah,
Got
it's
all that
Saturday.
Cash.
I'll record some while I'm at the Monster Museum.
Yes.
My phone has zero service out there, so I can't go live anyway because I don't have enough subscribers. like with Silpies, I can go live anywhere I want, but I can't with this channel until I get 1,000 subscribers. And that's why I'm pushing for 1,000 subscribers so hard.
It's not to get monetized. It is really so you can go live
I've
whenever.
actually already decided that I'm not going to put commercials on this channel. I'm not going to monetize it in that way. Doesn't mean that YouTube won't, but I will not add any extra commercials on it.
Ross Richard says, back in the pouch, Cash.
Yeah,
Danette Burton says, the fur baby's portrait is awesome.
it sure is.
That is.
Connie
Yeah,
Pierce
that's
says, sweet fur babies. I need to bring my 2 fur babies to meet the trio.
Yeah.
Sean Davies says, plancha, folks.
Slancha!
Plancha.
Kenzie Reese says,
Slante.
Oh, really? I kind of know what that means. Cheers, right?
To your health.
Just cheers.
Cheer house. Yeah.
Chad Smith says, so who's planning the creeper meetup at Transworld, Stacey? Wink, wink. That may well be me.
That's a good plan. That's either Stacy or myself.
It was just a party planning, you say? What?
Not a party.
It's not. It's going to be a party, though. Yeah. Scott Kohler, thank you so much for hosting the Facebook Live Creepers group. Ezekiel says it's canceled, chat, because the Aussie can't go. Oh, we're going to miss you, Ezekiel.
We
We
will.
wish you could go.
We'll print you out a stand-in. We'll carry him around with us.
That'd be fun to get. Okay, we need a mini Alan we need a mini Ezekiel to go with mini Alan to fight things.
I have a mini Alan.
I know. He fights things. That's his job.
Tony got one of the little mini guys as well.
Mm-hmm.
And he did his arms like this, so he could be a business card holder. And it was real cute.
I don't know him like this.
Yeah. I think just carry him in there.
I'm getting there. I'm not convinced about these eyes, but these big eyebrow ridges actually really helped. I think that I got a little pudgy in the cheeks.
Oh, Jones.
Bones Jones.
Come in, buddy. I got a button for you.
Oh, yeah, the thing
Come for it.
outside.
Yeah, he loves up on that one shelf.
Uh-huh.
That's his spot.
He was really funny. I like reach up there and I pet him a little bit, and as soon as I go to pull my hand away, he like bats at my hand a bunch of times. It's like reach
Right.
back up, pet him some more. Go to pull
Keep
my
those
hand
going.
away, bats at me.
He's like, you weren't done. I'm sorry. And Shannon says hit the Jones button, but he's not in here.
Yeah, he's meowing through the flat.
And went in the back.
Ezekiel says MHC in Wisconsin. Isn't that where all the serial killers are from?
Not important, Ezekiel. But yes.
But yes.
Kind of excited. I mean, I dang near grew up in Wisconsin. I went there all the time. But
I'm really excited to meet my friends from WISN. So I used to captain their station pretty regularly, and their master control guy and I were buds.
the master controller.
Who runs Wisconsin radio station?
That's right.
Master control.
Well, and we get to swap beer. He's going to provide me with some Wisconsin beer, and I'm going to bring him some Texas beer.
Oh, I totally thought you said beard.
Yes, we're going to swap beards. I'm taking his beard. I'm tired of being clean-faced. Ready for my beard
I was
now.
real confused. We're giving away our beards for a second. I don't know what's going on.
Ezekiel says, I don't care. I'll be there. No luggage, wine, and Tim Tams. Hopefully I can travel by then.
Hooray.
We will we'll hold a spot for you, Ezekiel.
Seriously, buddy. Seriously. And a spot for you to come and have lunch with us
Mm-hmm.
at Sugar Fire again.
Yeah, so we'll probably do some kind of a Creepers meetup at Transworld, and we'll do a Creepers meetup at MHC.
Yes. Body Geek says, greetings, everyone.
Hey, Body Geeks. And you ask what I'm making. Duck.
The duck.
But it's an Irish duck because it's St. Patrick's Day.
Fiddly-diddly-dee potatoes.
Fiddly-diddly-dee potatoes.
I guess it's
It's
lucky that we
really
have
funny that works that well.
Yeah.
I need more sayings for other accents.
Ooh, you're a dialect.
Alex Cassis says, make sure everyone gives a like and share the channel.
Thanks, Alex.
Thanks, Alex.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate your hard pimping.
Yeah, if we can get up to 1,000 by Transworld, we can go live sculpting.
If I can't get 30 in 2 months, then that's a problem.
Yeah.
Although I did not mention the channel on this week's...
You're about to record voiceover. You still have time.
Oh, yeah. I guess I do.
Just make sure you put the
So
link
much for
in.
my excuses.
That's right. Suggestion heartbeat works, no excuses. Cosmic Horse says, yes, I'm still trying to build content on my channel. I'm new to YouTube, about a little over a year, so I have a long way to go.
So
Only 27 more subs.
what they say is that the channel, for a channel to get 10,000 subscribers, you have to have at least 200 videos on YouTube. And then for you to get 100,000, you have to have at least 600 videos on YouTube. That's just how it works out.
I will say that I don't know how much time you've spent in that costume group or not, but the amount of energy that some of these gals have put into learning the analytics of YouTube and figuring out, just the best way to do things to boost your views and all that is phenomenal.
Yeah, they're working the system, which is what you're supposed to do. That's what YouTube wants.
Alex, yes, all I'm here to hardpin, but Ross said, quack diddly dee, an Irish duck for me.
Quack diddly-day. No Irish for me.
He's in English.
I know.
You didn't make a question.
You really have to tilt that end up there.
I think fiddly-diddly-day potatoes works way better.
Showcasing terrible Irish accents.
Mm-hmm.
The YouTube show.
That was especially bad group.
Mm-hmm.
Good point, Cat Swift. She says, reminder, most folks only talk about it and never do anything, so you're so far ahead of them. Just keep going forward.
Yeah.
Also, 5-minute warning if you were sticking to our previously.
5 minutes till 9:30.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Because I have a video to finish.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm getting closer.
That can also be the schedule, Herbie.
Because I can make all this screen.
Yeah.
And paint it flesh tone.
Yarp. Yarp.
Hear one heck of a conversation going on there between Cash and Steve.
Mrs. CB says, am I the only one with a frozen screen?
I think they're creating peace in the Middle East. Mrs. CB, I don't know. I can only tell you about the screen before me. And I don't have any screen in front of me.
Gotcha.
What's he making him do?
Peel the backing off. Sculpting tool.
Nice. That's good work for tiny fingers.
Fingers.
Bravo, Brian.
I was like, sold.
Bravo Brian says, thank you, 5. Cat Swift says, yes, so much of it is volume. They don't have to be massive, long, or... Oh no, I lost it. Curses.
Or even terribly good.
They said they don't have to be massive, long, or super technical. Simple vids that appeal to many levels of watchers' work.
Yep.
Ken Zarish says, at the end of the live, everyone should do the Irish jig dance.
And they also they also know that, I lost my train of thought. It had to do with YouTube.
Yeah. Talking about
Good.
Well,
they don't have to be
YouTube
massive,
is
long,
more
or super
willing to
technical.
recommend your content if it knows there's more of your content out there they can go find. If they watch one of your only 20 videos, there's not much more for them to explore. So have a library that they can check them out.
I think it was Rob O'Brien with the thank you 5 that got me the other day on saying thank you pineapple.
So
Thank you, pineapple.
Thank you pineapple. Not frozen for me, says Michelle Frost. Alex says thank you 5. Body Geek says my screens are fine. Cutting Pierce says mine is fine. Splatterhouse Studio says I had frozen screen, I backed out and came back in, seemed to fix it. Alex says refresh your page. Cat Swift says, think about it like a store. Walk in and there are only 3 items on the shelf. You walk out. See 100 items and you'll stay and look around. Mrs. CV said, yeah, I had to log out and working now. Alex Kessel says, dwarf boot dance. We need a leprechaun dance.
not today.
Get us to 1,000 subscribers by the
Right.
time we're
By the
done
time
with
we're
this
done, 37 people. 37.
Then you'll get a dwarf food chorus line.
video.
We'll all look.
Kick ball.
We'll
kick
make
line.
a couple new sets. Like,
Alec says dwarf who dance for the end of the stream. Mississippi says thanks all, hugs to all. Hugs back.
Ow. In my head now. Great.
You're saying about Al
Fantastic.
Mantra while you're watching TV.
Bum, bum, bum.
So, first of all, I'm not a huge fan of the design of Leprechaun to begin with.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of hard for me to dive right into this guy.
Yeah. Custom Corpse says, I think I need to get a lot better on camera as well as communicating with everyone. And you're right, Alan. I'm definitely not ready for live because I need to get a post reader.
Well, I'll be honest with you. If you just start, I didn't have one at the beginning, and I would just talk through everything. I started by going live on Facebook, and I would just talk through everything that I was doing. And who did I learn that from? Bob Ross.
Yeah.
'Cause that's what he did. He just talked through everything that he was doing, and that keeps people engaged. And that works.
I hate it.
And it is 9:30.
Give me Alexa, count down 5 minutes.
No.
5 minutes, starting now.
Too far forward. I gotta be more. You know what? No, that's fine. On the back of that, write brown meth bunny.
Brown Meth Bunny.
Yeah. That was a request, so.
Mhm.
Remember Bill the cat from Doonesbury?
Yeah.
That, but a bunny.
Nice. I like Bill the Cat.
This is better. This is tightening up.
Good.
I was a little ridiculous huge on some of these. And now bringing them back into the world. See what's hitting me the hardest that isn't going to happen again this year probably?
What?
Monster Day in Greeley, Colorado.
Oh, you don't think it's happening this year?
I don't think so. They haven't announced anything. It's normally in August.
Well, it's still early. And they just announced MHC, and that's in June. So there's time yet.
I hate to say this, but any show that I can go to and I don't have to do a lot, like if I'm not vending or I'm not teaching, that is just a joyous experience because, normally I'm working. I took us off. And, right now the Haunted Attraction Association is figuring out all their stuff for Trans World and okay, who can man the table from this time to this time, and who can do this, and I can't do anything. I'm a very useless member in that department.
Well, you're doing other good things. Body Geek says, any particular classes at Transworld you recommend I try not to miss, Alan?
I'll have to. Okay, I'll tell you what. There's two things that I'm going to recommend to you. I happen to be at both of them, but that's not why I'm recommending them. Always go to the State of the Industry, which is a talk. It's kind of a round table talk, which is led by the Haunted Attraction Association, and that's actually really nice. And then Ben Armstrong and I are doing an acting roundtable type class. So, and Ben Armstrong, I have the utmost respect for. And his work is just amazing. He's one of the owners at Netherworld Haunted House. So he's doing a class with me. I have another class on old haunt rooms that I think are so old they could be new again. Like, because people haven't seen them in so long, they forgot them. I'm talking like haunt rooms from the 70s and 80s.
Cat Swift says, this is the perfect example of what we learned. Alan knew something wasn't right, kept going till he changed it, and is now feeling happier about it. Great lesson learned for us.
I am feeling a lot better about this guy. Also, I was making a lot of my changes with a very rigid tool, and that was changing too much all at once. This is a wire loop tool also, but it's a lot floppier, so it's forgiving. And I can change and make facets in this.
Ezekiel says, the classes with Alan with Flamboy are always great.
Yeah, unfortunately, John is not going to make it to Transworld this year. He was scheduled to be on the class with John and I.
With Ben.
Yeah, well, it was John, me, and Ben.
Right.
Is what that class was going to be originally at one point in time. But John can't make it, so I think we're going to stick to just me and Ben, which I'm always excited about too. John is so freaking charismatic. It's I have to put in a lot of energy to keep up with John, which is nice.
I think Amber and I sat in on one of his classes, 2019.
Yeah.
Talking about casting and stuff.
Yeah.
It was a great class.
He's good with actors and he's a good presenter.
Yeah.
And sometimes you run into that where someone knows their stuff, but they're just not a good presenter. I mean, that's what Slasher was just talking about. You do have to get a little bit, comfortable and get past that. Don't mumble and speak clearly, all that stuff. That's important.
John and Tater were the very first two people I ever met at Transworld. Like,
Alexa,
people
stop.
I didn't know.
Okay, so I did say I was going to start a Leprechaun tonight. He is not done, but I don't feel that bad about him now. I think he's on the right track. I think we're going to refine this guy and get him where he needs to be.
Where's the big ones?
Big what? Garbage bag?
Getting you a bag.
Yeah.
Did the chat stop for anyone else? Where Beauty says?
I don't know.
We may have had a glitch or something at some point because I guess a lot of people lost.
Something. We're having such big wind here right now. I'm a little surprised we actually kept the feed all night.
Realm says on the body, I'm going to do a sculpt. Would you do it flat back and would you do a smooth face or would you put details on it?
I would do a flat back. And okay, here's what's going to surprise you. I would do a smooth face. And the reason why I would do a smooth face is then you can make a foam copy of that and sculpt any mask you want. So when you pour that body up in the future, you can change its head completely, change its face. We have a mold called Tinny that's like that, which is a very small monsters type thing for goblins or leprechauns or elves, whatever we have to make, but it can be really small. That's what we do. All right, so he's not looking super scary yet, but this is our leprechaun start right here.
Kenzarish's good night, fans. Sculpt looks great.
It's getting there. That's way more on point than it was before.
Which was before was non-existent. So
It was pointless before. Normally, hour and a half in, you have a good idea where I'm going, but this time I think I'm going to have to really do a lot of refining.
Tossing my fruit around to confirm that the chat is in fact moving.
tossing their fruit around.
Yeah, we got my little strike.
Last time I tossed my fruit around, the cop said that was a no-no.
Brown says, okay, that's what I think I would do. I've always wanted a little tin in the dark hour.
Are you alcohol?
Oh no, it's me.
Yeah, you are. Cool.
I think the one over here is water too.
Water? No.
I think this one over here is water.
The one behind the door with the black sprayer is actually water, and I 100% know it's water.
So what you're saying is I don't have any water in here because you took mine.
No.
That's what it sounded like.
No. I've had mine in there
Cut the
for
corpses
quite
and
some
stuff,
time.
get real busy. Realms asked, how tall is Tim?
About 3.5 feet.
Lindsay Kyle says, my dad worked for a drilling company, and there would always be a show at Myrtle Beach. The show was always fun, even as a kid. I don't want to say a waste, maybe appropriate for just haunt fans.
Correct.
All right.
Hear that wind?
It's so windy.
Yeah, it's picking up pretty good.
So windy.
Driving up here in the van, like I'm in the dark car van's even worse.
Yeah.
Even my car was feeling
Oh,
it.
yeah. Oh, it's just for haunt fans to attend.
I'm gonna moisten my greaves.
Moisten the green.
Not like a euphemism, but it's not.
Realm says he's taller than I thought. Ba, ba, ba.
Standing in front of the glow forge.
I'm a terrible person.
Well,
Oh, yes.
you're a person for sure.
Ozbot, what you doing? Ah, what doing, Ozbot?
What you doing?
Yes, there you go. Okay. Stan, I don't think they've seen you all day.
Come say hi.
Come in here and say goodnight. Cat, come in here and say goodnight.
Realm says, would you sell one of the tins? If so, how much do you think?
Well, a finished one would be.
You lost us.
That's my bad.
I'm back from the grave.
All right. You're in the grave?
We're in the grave?
Dude, no.
I
was watching
got
him.
Becca.
That's supposed to put people in the
I
grave.
got Becca. All right. Stan, say goodnight.
Reserved grave.
To what? Which
To
one?
Ozbot.
Good night, everybody. See you next week, maybe.
No.
There's Cash. There's Rue. Say goodnight, Rue.
Good night, Rube.
Stacy, say goodnight.
Good night.
I'm back here.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy
Good night.
Patrick's Day.
Go make some.
Do it.